And we're live. Hello, everybody. This is Hebro77 here, and I am live because Scare Performance isn't quite on the air yet. I don't want to step on him, so let's face it, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to that's why I call this the post live show because it's, wait a minute, I guess post would be after. Whoops. I should have called it the pre live show because this is where you get your pre live show just before Scare Performance. And be sure to tune in later as I will do a post live show. I'm doing the post live show right now, I guess, so who cares? But listen, guys, stay tuned for the after hours show after Scare Performance. And if you want to go live with me, go ahead and send me a notification down in chat if you are in chat. I did an entire live stream earlier, not realizing that I had chat shut off. I don't know how chat got shut off because I always leave the chat on. Okay, I'm clicking over to control room. What does that button do? Huh? What does that button do right there? Oh yeah. So, okay, here we are. I'm live. And we are in control and we are here. Everything's going on. A lot of you missed my last live stream, and that's okay because I didn't really have anybody on the panel. I don't have anybody on the panel tonight, but a lot of you missed my live stream earlier, and see, I didn't realize the chat was turned off. The chat was turned off, and so, but anyway. What are you going to do? Ever since I started these live streams, there's been bugs uh, that I've had to work out one way or another. One time I had
Hey,
certain...
Daddy. Hey!
Mia!
You don't push me.
I didn't push you.
Yes, you did.
Okay. I had some complications there, but I'm back on the air. And hey, you know what? Sometimes that happens. You have complications here and there, and you have no phone to check to see if you're actually on YouTube. I think I am. I was earlier too, but I had 0 watchers. I can't believe it. What the heck's going on with this world? 0 watchers? Really? What are you guys doing all day? You juggling balloons? Oh, man. No, I can understand. Some people are busy. Some people are at work. Some people are taking a nap. Some people are asleep. Different time zones means different times a day. People are going to be able to chat with you. Not everyone's going to be able to view your stuff all at once, and it's cool. I get that. I get it. So, yeah, there's different time zones. It's like that everywhere. So I get that. Anyway, um, and, not everybody's going to be able to have you in their chat room. There's been several times Jason's had a live stream and hasn't been able to invite me on his live stream for whatever reason. Who knows the reason? He already had a full panel a lot of times, and a lot of times because his internet is shut down or whatever, or not shut down, but it's really, really slow. Even though now he has high-speed internet, he still has a lot of problems with it. And I get that. And that's one of the problems. Uh, he probably has problems reaching me. I don't know, but you're going to have about 4 or 5 guys on the panel. You don't really want to squeeze in anymore. It could become chaos at any second. Um, Cannon Cupcakes, she has a lot of live streams that she leaves me out of simply because she doesn't have the room. It's not her fault. It's just that when the notifications go out, they've gone out and people are answering them, and there's just so many people can fit in a room. And she probably just figures I don't want to be on there anyway. Yeah, which is perfectly understandable. And so don't worry, is what I'm saying. Don't worry if you can't be on my panel. I'm not going to write you off. It's not that we're no longer friends. It just seems that way. I know sometimes it does. It really does. But it really isn't that way at all. It's just some people are more fit to do live streams than others. And that's fine. And so, and sometimes those people ask you first. And there's some people that ask you first, and then you can't put them on your live stream. You just don't have the room. That's all there is to it. And, that's why I want to go ahead and have just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people on there and not really have to worry about a whole bunch of people clashing at once. I get along with everybody. Doesn't matter who they are. I get along with everyone. It doesn't matter. We may have a difference of opinion, and that's fine. Everyone's going to have a difference of opinion. Some people lose their shit over nothing. And some people can take a lot. They can take a lot, and they can dish a lot out. I used to be one of those people that used to get angry and upset over absolutely the smallest things. And now I'm the kind of person where I just kind of let things roll off my back. I don't really let it get to me too much. Driving is still one of my biggest things that gets me triggered, gets me worked up when people are on the road and they just don't use a whole lot of common sense. People who don't get me, like people like if I come up to you and I'm talking to you and you're being rude to me, you're not really showing a whole lot of personality, I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you. Am I going to get upset and angry with you? It depends on what you say to me. I don't know. But I'm not going to get angry and start yelling. Like, for example, if I had someone in the chat room and they said something that I disagreed with, I'm not going to start yelling at you from my live stream unless it's really offensive. It has to be like really offensive because you guys know me. I'm not the kind of guy that gets offended about anything. Some guys, they're just jealous of me. You know what I mean? Because I have the really cool leprechaun hat. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, some guys get jealous of other streamers too. There is that. There's very much there's a rivalry in this this community. There's always a rivalry in every community, but there's always very much either it could be a friendly sort of rivalry because you know what, everyone's competitive. Everyone has a competitive nature. I know some guys that are just jerks. There's some guys, the way I see it is, if you're yelling at someone that's in your chat, being unprofessional. If you don't like what that person says, mute them, shut them up, put them in timeout, or just get rid of them altogether. Uh, even if it's a friend of yours, you know. I've had one guy yell at me in chat one time because of a misunderstanding. They thought I was saying something and I wasn't saying that. They blew up and started yelling at me. I was trying to tell. Of course, you can't talk. You can't go, hey, wait. No, 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 no. It's not what you think, man. No, they just start yelling at you. And if you don't try to respond to them right away, you're typing words out. They're going to block you without you even knowing it. Like you're typing the words out. You know, I'm not going to drop any names, but someone did that here recently, a couple weeks ago. I don't know. And then there's people, they don't get over stuff. You know, they can't get over themselves, is what I think. There's some people, you know, there was a lot of people, I had a lot of respect in the community, well within the community. And there was a lot of people that dropped me for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. I didn't do anything to anybody. You know, I thought I pretty well got along with everybody. But let's not kid ourselves. There's been some shady characters out there, for the most part, in this community. But they're not vicious. You know what I mean? Like they're not malicious. Like they'll still talk to you and they'll still pretend, or they'll still be your friends, or at least they'll act like you're your friend. They're not malicious. They're not mean or anything like that. But they just, you know, some people can't stand you crowding their spotlight either. I mean, there's some people like that. You steal their thunder. You know, I mean, you steal their thunder. When I get chats, I try to be respectful, or not chats. When I go on live streams, I try to be respectful to other people, and I try to show them respect. If it's their channel and they're talking, I don't try to overtalk them. I don't try to overstep anybody. You know, it's just, and if I do step on you, it's by accident. You know, some people just have certain ways of doing things. Hey, I'm glad I have this live stream platform, but it's hard to invite people over to your live stream sometimes. It really is, because of conflicting schedules. And there's a lot of that goes on, and you just have to deal with that. Scarab's able to do it because he's Scarab. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of conflicting schedules. And like I said before, not everyone was meant for live stream. Not everyone likes to share the limelight, so to speak. You know, there's not really limelight involved. I mean, especially if you're only a channel with like 112 subscribers, or you're a channel with only like 200 or 300 subscribers. You know, who cares about 200 or 300 subscribers? I mean, who cares? I mean, really, you're nothing. You're nothing. You know, but some people, you know, they get 200 or 300 subscribers. It really goes through their heads. Like they feel like that they deserve more or whatever. I don't know what the reasoning is or what the thought process is behind that. And then you ask them to come to your chat, and they're too good for you. I haven't run into any of that in this community, but certainly it does exist. There was one or two. There's been one or two people that sold out. That they got up to about 1 million subscribers. They thought they were tough shit, and but they're outcasts. You know what I mean? What good is it to have that all them subscribers if you're going to be a dick to everybody and reject everything that the Mandela community stands for, I stood up for the Mandela community. I did it a couple times. I got in people's faces and I said, hey, listen, wait a minute. Not just non-believers, but people that were believers that were trying to put shit out there that wasn't legit stuff. People that were tripping on themselves. I've stuck out to individuals. I've stuck up for the rights of other individuals. You know, I'm not going to drop any names. I've lost friends because of certain individuals over it, sticking up for them, sticking up for their rights. So, I mean, you go and you do that, you're putting yourself out there. And you're going to lose friends. No matter how hard you try not to, you're going to lose them. You know, I'm not allowed in certain hangouts anymore simply because I invited somebody in, which is done a million times a freaking day, but no one ever thinks about that. I'm not allowed in certain groups anymore. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, who cares? I mean, it is the way it is. You know, you can't really let that stuff get to you. Because if you do, you're going to be thinking about it like a million times a day. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh my God, they kicked me out of the group. What am I going to do? You know, you don't want to be that person. And you certainly don't want to get on YouTube and make a whole video about it, whine, bitch, and moan about, oh, I'm kicked out of a group. Please, somebody come help me. Well, it does you no good. First of all, it makes you look unprofessional. And then it makes you look like a dick. You know, because here you are, you're bitching and moaning about getting kicked out of certain groups, and you're bitching and moaning about people not putting you on their live streams or whatever. And guess what? It happens. It happens. Even the most popular dudes in the Mandela group and the Mandela and YouTube community have been left out live streams. I've seen it happen to Scare Performance before. I've seen it happen to Lone Eagle. You know, Lone Eagle's not on not on every single Scare Performance channel live stream. You know, in the same token, Scare Performance is in every single Lone Eagle live stream. You know, we all have our own thing that we do, and whether you get invited to someone's live stream or not shouldn't matter. What really, really matters when it comes to the bottom line is telling the word, and the word is, you know, getting that word out there, getting the word on the Mandela effect, getting it out there, making it known, making it so that people aren't scared, calming people down, making sure that they know that they're not alone in this community. And that's what's so great about this community. We're all really good friends. We're all close-knit family. You know, it's so cool because, you know, no matter where I'm at in my life, no matter what I'm doing in my life, I can hop into Scare Performance channel anytime he has a live stream. And everybody's like, hey, bro, yo, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going, brother? You know, and the same goes for anybody else. I mean, we all jump when Kryptonian comes into the room. We're like, yo, Kryptonian, hey, you know, Kryptonian Prime, whatever his name is. Even the most minuscule people like Floyd, or no, I'm not saying they're minuscule, but they're not as well known, is what I'm trying to say. But like, I mean, you know, Floyd, Salt and Cedar, Laird Life. You know, you think as popular as Laird Life is, and he's a wonderful guy. and we all love him. As popular as he is, you go on his channel, he doesn't have that many viewers. He's got a lot of viewers, but he doesn't have that many subs. Not as many as you might think. He's got quite a few, but not as many as you might think. Um, the same thing with Kryptonian. As popular as he is, he really doesn't have like 4K or 1K or whatever. He doesn't have that many subs. He's got a hell of a lot more than I do. But you know, he's really popular. You would think as popular as he is, he would have like 1 million subs by now. But that's not always the case. And so, and again, you know, it's not all about subbing or having subs or, you know, I wish I could have a sub. I had to eat fish today because it's limped. But anyway, so, you know, I love meatball subs. You know what I mean? They're pretty good. I used to, there was a laundromat that was next to my old apartment. I had an old apartment, and at my old place, there was, you had the laundromat, and right next to it was Subway, and I'd go over to Subway and I'd get that big, you know, the foot long meatball sub, all sputtered sauce, cheese. I sprinkled the hell out of cheese. Man, that thing was freaking delicious. I mean, oh gosh, you know, for $5, you couldn't go wrong with a meatball sub. That's how much they were back then. Well, this is like the late '90s when I lived in my first apartment, and next door was the laundromat. So I would be washing my clothes, and I'd be next door eating a Subway while my clothes were getting done. I was eating a meatball sub. It was so awesome, and that's what I got for a long time. Like I never really tried like uh, a lunch meat sub with all your different lunch meats on there until I got much older. I mean, seriously, that's all I had at Subway. A lot of times was the foot long meatball sub. Um, I never had a turkey sub or ham sub. I'll tell you what's really good though is you go in and you get the Italian bread, and you get the Italian bread. Hold on, let me put this on mute. We're having some. Okay. So yeah, you go in there, you get the Italian bread, you get the cheese, whatever the hell they put on that bread, or whatever it is, and you get you a turkey, a oven roasted turkey breast, and you pile that bitch full of vegetables. You put everything you can on it, including the kitchen sink, and you talk about good, man. That bitch is good, dude. It's really good, and for the longest time, I never had any of those kind of Subway sandwiches before. I always got the meatball sub, you know. I wonder if anybody's watching this live stream. It's 8:17 where I live, and it's 9 o'clock where a lot of you other guys live, especially the ones that are from Philadelphia and New York and Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania is, I mean, Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania. That's what I meant to say, Pennsylvania. A lot of you who's in Pennsylvania and New York and let's see, not Connecticut. Connecticut's actually like 3 hours ahead, I think. But you guys, to you guys, it's like 9 o'clock right now, like 9:18, and Scarab's getting ready to come on for you guys. For me, it's almost 9 o'clock, and when it gets to be about 9, maybe 9:30, I'll shut this all down. But I can't find my phone. Autumn, is my phone in there? Whoops. I love to Get my phone. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Sorry, I had some technical issues there. I'm going to have technical issues all night long. And the bad thing about it is I don't have nobody to come in and save me. One of you guys, where's my battery? This battery sucks so much. It was like all the way fully charged, and now it's getting way down low. It's like my stupid phone battery. Ah, anyway, I'm going to need one of you guys, get it, you guys, to come on in here and jump on, man. It's going to be too late here before too long. It's 8:20 right now. Mr. Skira McNarib goes on, what, about 9:30? So, yeah, well, 10:30 your time, I guess, right? So, come on, man. Help me out here. I cannot see what I'm doing. I can't see the chat. I can't see nothing. So, if you guys are talking in chat, just ignore that. Just ignore. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you at all. I just can't see it because I'm in Google Hangouts. Anyway, I'll spare you guys all my bad singing. So I guess I'll lift my phone out the car because I can't find it. You know what? This thing's portable. Let me walk around with it. I'm taking you guys with me. Oh my God, this thing's so heavy. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, that's better. I can barely walk. Check this out. Do, 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 do. Of the brave. Oh God, is that who I think it is?
Yes, quit your bitching.
Is that Honey Boo Boo? Oh, good Lord. How can you watch this crap?
How can you watch a lot of crap you watch?
I watch good, intelligent,
Uh-huh.
far out stuff.
Far out.
Yeah.
Dude.
Where the hell's my phone?
It's not in your coat. I told you that.
It's got to be somewhere.
I'll tell you where it should be.
By my side?
No.
Well, now I gotta go on here and see if I'm on YouTube. I must have left it out in the car. Mia, would you go out in the car and get it, please?
No, we're not doing it. You do it.
Can you go out to the car?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta drink my soda. I got diabetes, and these guys won't go out in the car and get my phone. Hey, you guys, I did get my hair cut after all, by the way. I meant to tell you guys about that. I got a haircut, a shave. So when I do my next video, you guys aren't going to be able to recognize me. I did this a long time ago. I was doing my live streams, just sitting here kind of talking to myself and whatnot. I got to admit, it's not as, ooh, that stunk. It's not as bad as Splatter made it out to be. But I gotta tell you, I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are 100% cool. This shirt stinks though. So don't escalate it up to the point of junior. I like having this where it doesn't show my face and it doesn't show. I don't mind being on camera. I mean, you see me on camera for my reviews and stuff like that, but I like the relaxed mode of the whole vibes. Just like laying here and doing and just. I could be doing this live stream outside in my car for all you guys know, but I'm not. I mean, but I'm just saying, like I could. I wonder. Ooh, I could go on YouTube from here. Hell yeah! Just push this button right here. Oh shit! It's not touchscreen. Duh. All right, I just push this button right here. Let's see here. Let's go YouTube. Is everybody still with me? God dang, you stupid arrow. Get in there. There we go. Click it. Drag it down. Click on YouTube twice. There we go. Oh my gosh. What in the name? Oh boy. You hear that, folks? Anyways, let's see what we got here. Click on my face. Yes, sir. My channel. Let's go into it. Live? No. Oh, there's 2 watching. Wow. What a blast. Okay, well, let me click on it. All right. I see everybody. I see all 2 people watching. That's great. Oh, hey. We got the bearded rhino. Never mind about that. I see the bearded rhino. I see Mr. Jocko R. Uh, here's the thing, Mr. Jocko, sir. Can you guys still? Am I still in the air? Uh, I hate that when you have to wash something that from your previous meal, like before you can actually cook your next meal. That's annoying. I get you. I get you, Mr. Bearded Rhino. Oh, by the way, Mr. Bearded Rhino, um, let me go ahead and do this, and then you'll have a wrench next time you come into the room. I didn't know you were in here. Uh, by the way, Mr. Bearded Rhino, there you go. Let's give you the wrench. And there you go, buddy. Uh, so, now then, you guys are awesome. I'm glad you came over, all 2 of you. Uh, but no, yeah, I hate that. You got to cook something and you still got the previous thing in the sink. And it's just annoying as hell. But here's the thing. And it's always the thing that you have to cook. I mean, it's always like it's always the thing that you have to cook out of. If you only got one pan, you're going to use that pan. You know what I mean? If that's the only pan you have and it's dirty, you're screwed. So I like to thank you guys for coming in. I know it's getting almost that time. Actually, I think we have about 30 minutes. Mr. Jocko, I know yesterday, and maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Please correct me if I am. But I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that, what's his name? Floyd. I think Floyd was saying your name wrong the whole time yesterday. And I was trying to get him on the right track. He kept calling you. You have the power. I think he kept calling you Mr. Joko. Like, who's Mr. Joko? Like, I put Mr. in front of it. That's just the way I was. Just out of respect, I put Mr. in front of it. I know it's Jocko R. But I'll tell you what, I do think please correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think he was either he's saying your name all wrong or I've been saying it wrong all this time, and you've let me do it, so that makes you the dick. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You've let me do it, made me look like an asshole. No, I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. But no, let's get this correct. Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Oh wow, there's 3 watching now. I'm getting popular. Um, so you guys were hearing me when I was talking about, you know, certain live streams and why we're not, people, certain people aren't invited on other people's live streams and this and that. Some people get butt hurt over it, and I'm not one of those people. I got upset at first, and then I talked to a friend of mine. He said, "You know what? That happens to me all the time, but I don't know." Okay. See, because I was gonna say, if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me, because I'd like to get it right. Um, I know you don't mind, but I just like to get things right. You know what I mean? I botch up names all the time. So the one time that I get it right is the time that I like. But anyway, I don't care anymore. But it seemed like they were stepping around me, giving me the um, step over, like in each and every. But it doesn't matter. Um, it really doesn't matter. What really matters is that you. What really matters is that you get the word out there. You get it across to people. You let people know they're not alone in this world. The world is not. It's not just changing for them. It's for everybody. And my God, it's like when I first got into all this, I wasn't exactly scared, but I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. This can't be happening for real. Like, there's got to be a logical explanation. And I was looking for a logical explanation in all of it, but I never could find one. I never could. It was just, it had opened my eyes up. It is what it did. It did do that. It was opening my name. Why did I say name? It was opening my eyes up. And at first, when it all started happening, I was trying to debunk it. Maybe not necessarily because I was like, yeah, right, you guys are a bunch of idiots. I was trying to debunk it for my own. Um, it's kind of like when you're scared of something and there's something in the dark and you're not quite sure, is it real, is it fake, is it a figment of my imagination. I have to debunk this thing that's scaring me, so I know, okay, wait a minute, there has to be a logical explanation, and there is no logical explanation when there's things that you personally remember, that you know for a fact, that you personally remember. It's the clarification, um, is for your own self. I had to have clarification for me. Um, but I definitely have experienced it. I know it's real. I know it's a real thing. For people that haven't experienced it, or as people say, for people that haven't been affected, um, they don't understand. They can't see it. They don't understand it. And they don't know exactly what to make of it. When another person's telling you, it's like if you don't believe in ghosts and another person's telling you there's such thing as ghosts, and he's giving you proof and showing you videos, and and you're listening to EVPs, You are not going to convince, if that person doesn't want to know the truth, you are not going to convince that person. You can talk to them till they're blue in the face. You're not going to change. You're not going to change their mind about anything. Just like I'm not going to change. It's like I was talking about earlier with the flat earthers and round earthers. They're not going to convince, the flat earthers can't convince the round earthers, and the round earthers aren't going to convince the flat earthers. The flat earthers have their mindset a certain way, and that's the way they're going to believe. You you could take a flat earther up in a rocket ship and take him up in outer space and say, okay, now look down, and he'll still see the earth is flat. And it's the same way a flat earther could show a round earther a map and say, look at how this looks, look at this, look at that. They're not going to convince the round earther that the earth isn't round. You know, these flat earth and round earth things have been going on way before the Mandela effect even became, an actual thing, before we even heard of the Mandela effect. It was years before that. The flat earthers have been around since since the beginning of time. So there's something strange in the neighborhood. That's right. Um, but seriously, it's you you can't. It's once a person has certain conventions. Am I saying that right? Conventions. You're not going to convince them otherwise. You just can't do it. And they're saying once you have something in your head, that's it. Your mind is already made up. There is no convincing arguments that's going to. It's the same way with a Christian and a Jewish person, or a person who believes in God and doesn't believe in. And then, I'm sorry, a person who believes in God and an atheist. You're not going to convince an atheist that there's God unless God himself comes down and says, hello, I'm real, dumbass. And then the atheist is going to be like, oh my God. And then God's going to look at the atheist and go, exactly. Uh, that's silly. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. But no, seriously, though, it is the way it goes. The atheist is not going to be convinced of God, there is a God, no more than a person who believes in God is going to be convinced that there isn't a God. And when it comes to the Mandela community, the infected Mandela individual is as convinced as it gets. But you're not going to change the mind of someone who is affected. I said infected. I guess they're kind of infected. Affected, because if you're not affected, you can't see the changes. And I saw it right away. And, I did see some Mandela effect videos, and I did follow the certain people. But if you had pulled me off the street and said, hey, let me ask you a question, in your head, describe to me Curious George. I would say, well, he's a monkey that doesn't wear clothes, and he has a tail. But I probably wouldn't have said a tail. I well, he's just a monkey. He's just a monkey. And I said, no. What? Just give us all the details about Curious George. Everything can you tell me what he looks like? And I'd probably still be like, what the hell are you talking about? He looks like a monkey. You know what I mean? I would have never noticed that he didn't have a tail. I would have never noticed that. Never. Uh, you know, um, that's just the way it is. You can't you can lead a horse to water. You can't force him to drink. It's as simple as that. That's what I'm trying to say. But getting back to noticing things, I notice things right away. I see things and I go, that is absolutely not right. That's absolutely different than I remembered it. It- it's absolutely has changed. I have seen the changes, and there is something not right with this world right now. You know, I don't believe in flat Earth. I don't believe in that we've never went to space, that we never landed on the moon. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But I do see the changes, and I do know that something is not right. I know that I do see the biggest one. I always tell people the biggest one was the Bible change, the lion and the lamb. But when I sit and I think about it, it really was the time I sat down and I was doing the Monopoly video, and I went, it clicked with me that not only was Marvin Gardens or whatever the other one was, not only were those different, not Marvin Gardens, I'm sorry, Ventura Street or whatever it's called, Bit Noor. It's called Bit Noor now, but Ventura always, to me, in my head, in my mind, my brain, I always saw Ventura on that Monopoly board. Always. Ever since I was a little kid to the time I grew up. But then, as I was reviewing that Mandela effect that someone had told me about, I saw Mediterranean. I saw Mediterranean, and I knew that Mediterranean had to be wrong. When I first saw it, I was like, wait. And you could go back and watch that video and you see my reaction, and then it's an instant reaction. It's not something that I had I had to be told about. It's something I saw with my very own eyes. I caught it right there and then when I was doing the video. Shit. Here she comes again. Hang on.
Hi.
No, I don't want to close all the tabs. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mia, there's nobody that can't. Do you want to say hello?
Yeah.
Would that make you feel better?
Hello.
Why did you grab my glasses?
Sorry.
Give me those.
Found them.
Well, you got fingerprints on them now. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. Go ahead, say hello.
Hello.
Everybody, this is Mia, everybody. Okay. But what did I say when I first started streaming? What did I tell you? No, well, yeah, I guess I did tell you that. But when I told you when I started streaming, you'd have to be quiet, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get a point across, and that makes me lose my train of thought. I lose my train of thought anyway, but that distractions don't help. So you said hello to everybody. That's cool. All right. So now tell them goodbye.
Bye.
There you go. Okay. Anyway, I forgot what. Oh yeah, when I saw that, did you see him waving? See that? See the wave?
No.
That's bearded rhino. Can you read that?
No. I can't see.
This guy right here at the bottom. Look over here at the chat.
Oh.
Do you see him over there in the chat?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he waved at you. Okay. Where was I again? I keep losing track. Oh, when I saw Mediterranean, when I saw that on the Monopoly board, it was an instant reaction. It was there. It was like pow. It hit me right in the face, and I was like, that was my first um, Mandela effect that I caught on my own without somebody pointing something out. It was the very first one that I had actually it popped out at me. It was the very first one. And it wasn't the last one because right after that happened, pow! I started seeing them left and right on my own. Campbell's soup, for example. I didn't know Campbell's soup was the older one. I didn't know the steak, Western Sizzling. I didn't know that was another one. I didn't know John Deere. No, John Deere, I saw that one. Noblest D showed me. No, OP3 showed me that one. And that was the first time I saw there's a, a John Deere Mandela effect. But I saw it on my own. I didn't really, I was like, wait a minute. I was kind of late on that one. But nonetheless, they started popping up at me like stuff popping up on a pop-up puzzle. Here, look at this guy. You see this guy down here? Your hands are wet. Do you ever dry them? Oh my God, is there water in the bed?
No,
What is it? Yes, there is.
no, it's not.
Yeah, fill that spot. Oh man, you got the bed all wet, dude.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, now look over here and see this guy right here at the very bottom. Look at him.
Yeah.
His name's Jocko.
Woo.
Yeah, that's Jocko. Jocko R. See, he's got the wave and he's waving at you. You see that? Okay. I think is that your hand? Oh,
Yeah.
your hand is wet. You never dry your hands. Oh, man, your body's cold. Do you get your shirt wet too?
No.
What the heck? Do you even aim when you wash your hands?
I love you, Daddy.
Well, I love you too, pal. I love you too. Now, I'm going to get back to talking to these guys, okay?
Okay.
So, the Mandela effect, it just pops up. It pops up at you, and I don't know how it affected you
Daddy,
guys.
what does that mean?
What do you mean?
What does Mandela effect?
Well, that is when you see something. It's when you remember something different. The easiest way to explain it to you is you remembered something and then it changed and it was different than how you remembered it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot more complicated than that. But I'll explain it to you some more someday, okay?
Boy, it looks like you have one thumbs up,
Yeah, I got one thumbs up. You're right.
but no thumbs down at all.
Hey, why don't you ask him? Hey, why don't you tell everybody? Say, give my daddy a thumbs up.
Give my daddy a thumbs up.
You hear that, guys? Oh, kids are great. Um, Say, my daddy needs more thumbs up.
My daddy needs more thumbs up.
But
Because I love him.
yeah, you guys, if you guys like me, you give my daddy thumbs up.
If you guys like me, give my daddy a thumbs up. Oh my goodness, you did!
Oh, look at that! Thanks, whoever did that. Hey, I'll tell you what. Maybe I should have her on the broadcast more often. I would probably get a lot more views. What do
Yeah,
you?
that's right, Daddy.
Thank you, Bearded Rhino. I appreciate that, buddy. Uh, do you see what he says there?
Okay, I just did it.
Yeah, you see that? Uh,
So doesn't he mean he thumbs up?
yeah, he thumbs up. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
But I should have maybe I do you want to be on the broadcast next week?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be on the broadcast, and then we won't put your name on there, but we'll
Oh,
put
there's 3 thumbs up.
oh there they are. But there's only 3 watching. Um, so that works. Thanks, whoever the third person is. Um, but we'll put you on.
What does it say?
Oh, he said your name on here. You see that? That's Jocko. Jocko said that.
Thanks. I love people when they say my name's on stuff.
See, I'm going to put you on the broadcast more often. You're good luck. You know that? But you are distracting, though. You know that? You're so distracting. But it's okay, because I still love you, though. You know that?
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to put you on the broadcast, and you can have your own avatar. Would you like that?
What's an avatar?
That's the face. See how my face is Castle Grayskull?
I want mine to be pink.
You want yours to be pink?
Uh-huh.
Do you want, what would be a good one, do you think? Would you like to be Snow White?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or would you like to be Elsa?
Snow White.
Snow White? We could put you on there as Snow White.
No, I meant the background can be pink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't know how to do the pictures like that, but I have a friend on here that could probably do that for you.
Oh.
Would you like me to ask him?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we could do that. So, one of these
What
days.
do you mean you can put one of those on there?
Well, he could draw something on there on his computer, and he sends it to me. He sends it to me, and then he cuts and pastes. Do you know what it means to cut and paste?
Oh, you use see and copy.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how he does it exactly though.
Hold on, let's copy and paste again.
But that's when you take a picture and put it to another picture, you cut it out of the area, and you paste it to whatever you want, wherever you want it. Like for example, if you want to copy this address, the web address, if you want to copy the web address.
And I want my name is She Girl.
She Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean how my name is Hebrew?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, maybe we could do something like that.
Uh-huh.
Would you like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to be She Girl. So you got She Girl, you got Hebrew and She Girl. What do you guys think of that? And you'll be on the next broadcast. How about that?
Oh, thank you.
But we got to keep
my
it.
name will be right there?
Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, if I set you up your own account, you can come in, like you can have on the tablet. You can have it on the tablet. You can come in as a different person, and I have to invite you into the chat, and then you can be like, you could be my guest on the
So
panel.
it's gonna be Hebo and
Sure,
she girl.
yeah. It has to be during the day. It has to be PG. We got to tell everybody to keep it PG, right?
What does that mean?
That means parental guidance. No cussing. We'll tell everybody, don't cuss anybody. We got a little kid on here.
But how it's like that wrong?
What are you talking about?
That thing.
Oh, that's because I got it paused.
Oh, it's supposed to put on.
No, if this is on YouTube, the other one's Hangouts. If I had this on while I had the other one on, it would echo, and we don't want it to echo because the other listeners, the listeners don't like that. And one of these days, I'll explain to you in detail about the Mandela effect and everything it means, okay? But right now, we just won't worry about that, okay?
Okay.
So let's see, what time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock my time. I usually do these live streams. They usually go on for about an hour. And I think I've already been, let's see how long I've been. I think I've been a little bit over an hour, guys.
You
I gotta
normally
get-
want to watch the talking.
Well, not yet, Mia. I'm keeping it on here so I can see our viewers.
Oh.
They're in the chat. See, this is
Ooh,
the chat.
he gave the thumbs up.
Yeah, he gave us a thumbs up. Or maybe he just gave you a thumbs up.
Because of the idea about the girl thing.
Yeah, about she
Girl.
girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we can do one. We won't go on video, but we can have help from a friend. They could be on there with us. Would that be cool? Would you be cool about someone being on there with us?
Uh-huh.
Good. But right now we're gonna get off of here because there's another channel getting ready to start theirs, and everybody's gonna be watching that. So do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye.
No, wait. We'll do it at the same time. I'm gonna tell everyone. Say thanks for watching. Can you say thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
We love all you guys, and
What does it say?
you guys have a good night. And he told you goodbye.
And Mia.
He said, Hero and Mia, have a good night.
Well, he should say, she girl.
She Girl, yeah, that's right, because your name's She Girl on here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, we'll set you up with that later.
Yeah. So you can call me Mia right now, but someday I'll change the name on here.
Okay. So, guys, thanks again for watching, everybody. I had a good time. I had a great time talking to you guys. I'd like to thank She Girl for joining me. And she was part of the panel here tonight. It was unexpected, an unexpected guest. So, from the Hebrew channel, from all of us,
And the she girl.
and
Well-
She Girl, yes. You guys all have a good night, and I'll see you guys on Scarab's channel. It'll be too late for her. She'll have to go to bed. You'll have to go to bed by the time he gets on. But anyway, good night, everybody. And what do I always say? What's my tagline? You know what I always tell them?
What?
I say good night and good luck.
I can't say it.
You can't say that? I'll say it. So from the Hero Channel to all of us here at the Hero Channel, thanks for watching and good night and good luck. All right, now say
I want to watch it.
You will say goodbye to them. One more time.
Goodbye.
There you go. All right, goodbye, everybody. How do I shut this thing off? Oh, it's not touchscreen. I keep forgetting. There we go. Close all tabs. Yes. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Stop at the broadcast right about now, and I'll see you guys on Scarab's channel. Good night, everybody.